stealing themselves, the pitiful remnants of the city's once proud populace descended. In the ancient halls of kingship they found the high elves, now naught but gnawed bones and scraps of cloth. And there they saw by the dying light of their torches the myriad eyes about them, glittering like liquid midnight as the rats closed in for the kill. The manlings stood back to back and fought for their lives, but against such implacable ferocity and countless numbers of the verminous horde, their weapons were useless. The tide of monstrous rats flowed over them one by one, dragging them down to be torn apart, the yellow chiseled teeth sinking into their soft flesh, the dark thud mass drowning their pitiful screams with their hideous chittering. I see gigantic treadmills eternally turning in the dark. I see uncountable masses of swarming vermin standing on their hind legs in a foul parody of man. I see diabolic machines made by deranged creatures. I see bloated queens with atrophied limbs breeding their rotten offspring. All this I see, and in my head the dreadful tolling of the cursed bells still screams. It won't stop. The multitude of red eyes stare at us from the darkness of sewers and graves. They loathe us, and they will rise to devour us all for our sins. Make it stop, please, make it stop. They are coming. They are coming. They are coming. They are coming.
So welcome to another episode of Royal Rumble, and thank you for tuning in. And welcome to this special Halloween episode. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed my little intro in the beginning. Of course, it isn't professional. It was just to show you this epic Skaven Blight beautiful map over here in a little intro. Hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, as you can see over here, I'm playing a siege battle, and I'm not playing siege battles very often, or you can say I'm not playing them at all. But this is the greatest siege battle I've ever played, so I can really recommend to watch it to the end. And it is such a close siege battle. It is last man standing over here, and it is a great match over here. So yeah, as I said in the beginning, happy Halloween, especially this time, of course, to my subscribers in the US and in the UK. Happy Halloween, and I hope you enjoy this this match over here. So you can already see my opponent tries to destroy the walls over here, and this is such a great feature in a new Total War game, a new Total War Warhammer 2 game, that it is possible to destroy walls. Very cool. So let's go to my army composition, and of course I will not go in every detail, just a short overview. On the top of my walls there are spearmen in a mix with white lines of Grace. In the middle I have one unit of archers. Directly behind my main gate there are four additional units of archers, 4 units of Phoenix Guard, of course protecting everything what comes through over here and protecting my main gate. And yeah, Tyrion is leading my high elves. Then I have 2 nobles on a chariot, and what is quite interesting over here, as all of you know, a noble has usually on foot and on a horse a anti-large bonus, but instead of the anti-large bonus you get a anti-infantry bonus if you take him on a chariot. So on a chariot the noble has an anti-infantry bonus, and a real anti-infantry bonus in fact of 20. So quite interesting over here. And yeah, would like to say also I'm not a siege battle expert, so I'm not sure what is the most efficient way or the most efficient formation for my units. So the most of you probably know it better, probably know how to make it better over here. As I said, I'm not an expert, and I tried my best to defend this fortress over here and to have fun. Then I have a Sun Dragon on the left flank and a Moon Dragon on the right flank. That's everything from my side. Let's go to my opponent. You can see this huge amount of rats over here. Very cool. We have Plague Monks. We have Red Ogres. We have Clan Rats with shields usually. And usually Clan Rats, so without shield. We have Skaven Slaves. We have 2 groups of Death Cloak Bombardiers. We have Clan Rats with spears. We have Plague Monks. We have a Hell Pit Abomination. 2 of them to destroy my gates, of course. Then we have Gutter Runners. We have 2 groups of Storm Women with Halberd, very elite anti-large infantry unit. We have in the back line Plague Monk Sansabearers, most elite infantry unit of the Skaven infantry army roster. And then we have this, you can see that, we have this huge amount of artillery over here. We have 3 Warp Lightning Cannons and 2 Plague Claw Catapults. We have Warp Fire Throwers over here, and these guys will actually cause a lot of damage in this game. And we have a doom wheel, we have a storm vermin with sword and shield, we have a plague priest on this plague furnace over here, another 2 groups of red ogres, a quick head taker leading the Skaven, poison wind globardiers, and clan rats, death runners, Skaven slaves, and the assassin on the right flank. So of course my plan was in the beginning to cause some harass damage with my dragons, but you can see my opponent managed it really well to force my dragons off, and with these poison with globardiers, because these poison with globardiers are really dangerous for my dragon. So let's start over here. We'll not talk any longer, and of course, as I said, he managed really well in time to get through over here. Everything collapsed over here. You can see now all these spearmen are dead over here, so really cool over here. And I did not even expect it something like that, that it is possible to break the walls in such a short time. You can see all these arrows, all these archers firing on everything in the front of the walls over here, on the gutter runners. The gutter runners took a lot of damage from that, from my archers over here. But as I said, I did not expect it something like that this is possible to get in such a short period of time through this gate over here. You can see it's completely unprotected, no units over here, and so in fact I sent it in the beginning 1 unit of Phoenix Guard and my Tyrion on the right spot over here on the right gate to protect this side over here. But now I noticed the spot over here, everything's open, no units over here, and I sent everything on this open spot over here on this side to protect everything over here. You can see also the Plague Priest kicks in, a lot of red ogres, and I directly sent my Moon Dragon, of course, in it over here to attack all these units. See that? The Plague Priest damaged my Phoenix Guard so much. You can see my Phoenix Guard took so much damage from that cast over here. Now a wide fight going on. And also he casted a lot of Plague Monks in the back line. Of course the plan was to attack my archers over here, but I have this noble on the chariot, and yeah, he's really able to hold the line against them. And now we have this epic fight over here. You can see directly in the beginning, quick head taker against my Tyrion.
To victory!
So really cool over here, this fight, this epic fight of the two leaders over here. But you can see also my Sun Dragon comes back, and now he will now join the fight over here, helping out my Tyrion. Even if it is not necessary, I think Tyrion is able to take out Quick. I'm not sure, 100% sure, but he should be. But with the dragon, both are really able to take him out. And you can see he actually took a lot of damage and is now nearly dead, and he will now rout off. So the combination of my dragon and the Tyrion is really good over here. And now my dragon attacking the Hellpit Abomination over here, and we will get some very epic cinematic shots over here, and also cinematic animations over here. So really cool. So some punches over here in the stomach. Really cool, really cool. As I said, unfortunately, I was not able to protect my the right gate over here. You can see it. Everything comes through over here also.
To victory!
And a wild fight going on over here. You can see that more and more units come through this spot over here, and the Plague Priest casting a lot of clan rats and plague monks in the back line to attack my archers. So really good of my opponent. And also in the middle we have a wild fight going on But you can see so much spearmen and phoenix guards fighting this Hell Pit Abomination over here. So in the middle it looks quite good from my side. So I was able to, very cool animation over here again, was really able to hold the line in the middle. But over here, Wild Fight, and you can see now the Warp Fire Thrower kick in, causing actually a lot of damage to my Sun Dragon over here. This is the Sun Dragon, and I had to take off to protect my Sun Dragon, or yeah. And of course, my plan was to snipe out or to kill this Plague Priest over here, because he's causing so much damage with all these spells over here and constantly casting all these clan rats and all these plague monks in the back line, and this was not good. So I would like to kill him in time. But you can see the Warp Fire Thrower gets so much damage from them. But now he's angry over here. The Sun Dragon kick in and attack these Warp Fire Thrower. And of course in melee combat they have no chance.
To battle.
So my dragons are in fact were really helpful in this game. So they took out so much models and helped me to, yeah, you have a lot of mobility with them. So if you have no infantry on the right flank or something like that, you can take your dragon, fly over them and cause some trouble. So the dragons are really helpful in this game. See also his brother, the Moon Dragon, kicks in now, helping out his smaller brother, the Sun Dragon. And you can see there now the Warp Fire Thrower gets terrified. But in the backline we have here really elite Plague Monk Sensor Barrow unit over here, and they will massacre these spearmen. So really good of my opponent. They will kick in, they will manage to get through over here and join the fight on this side. So overall in the middle, I think we trade quite even. But overall he managed it really well to sneak in my backline. Also all these units routing off, but unfortunately in the wrong direction, directly in my backline over here in my city. And yeah, the Doom Wheel, I managed it really well to kill the Doom Wheel, or to damage the Doom Wheel so much with my nobles especially. So the nobles, even on the chariots, damaged the Doom Wheel quite much. So we have this, the Hell Pit Abomination is deaf. So I decided finally to cause some damage or to cause some trouble over here, also on the fields over here, in the front of the fortress, also to snipe out these, or to kill this Warp Fire Thrower and all this artillery, because now it's unprotected, so there are no units over here. But my dragons are actually really heavily damaged. You can see that. Now all Warp Lightning cannons are shooting on my Sun Dragon in the middle. So very bad for me. No, he's dead. You can see that. They killed him. That was really good. I think that was not the plan of my opponent, of course. But you can see now my dragon is completely dead. But also my Moon Dragon is so heavily damaged, and we have here these poison wind globadiers and all that stuff, and you can see it's so low on health, and now also that. But as I said, they killed a lot of models in the game, but here in the back line, so much trouble going on over here. The Plague Priest still online, still healthy, quite healthy, and causing actually so much damage to my Phoenix Guards and all that stuff. But I sent it my nobles to fight him or to kill him, and yeah. But he's so steady and he's so tanky on these Plague Furnace. So wild fight going on over here. If we take a short overview over here, on the right gate everything runs quite well from my side. The red ogres, the plague monks were not able to get through these the white lines of Grace and the Phoenix Guard. They are very steady in this combination over here, so everything runs well on this side. In the middle also it runs quite well for me. I was able to hold the line over here against all these also Stormvermin, because the Stormvermin are quite steady, of course, quite good defense stats, but they are not able to get through over here in time. And we have two groups of Spearmen, also quite good melee defense stats, and these Phoenix Guard. So also in the middle it runs quite well for me. But on this side I think you can say we trade quite even, but overall he managed it to break through, and also all these Hell Pit abominations are dead now. But yeah, the main fight is going on in the back line. But you can see the Warblight, the Plague Car catapults constantly shoot on my white lines of Grace, and this was a huge disadvantage. And I tried to send them offline with my dragons, but you saw I wasn't able to do that. So you can see the noble over here kick in on the chariot, because the plague monks are, oh, this is a Sensibaros, I think. These are Sensibaros, a very elite unit, and it's very difficult to kill them or to compete against them. But finally I was able to force them off, and I sent my one unit of spearmen to chase them away or to chase them off to make sure that they will not come back. But we have another unit of Plague Monk Sensibaros now kick in over here, and you can, I think the white lines of Grace are really damaged. Of course the Plague Monk Sensibaros also not really healthy. Also my noble, everything is so damaged over here, so low on health. He runs in over here, very cool. A very damaged also unit of Phoenix Guard, and also my Tyrion took so much damage. You can see he has just 63 health anymore, so he took so much damage, I think also from the poison with Globadiers. And now you can see that these death globe bombardiers are now constantly shoot on this blob over here. So really good of my opponent. So took so much damage from that. So I sneaked up on this wall, but now I sent it in my white lines of Grace. I saw that. I said, man, I have to do something about that. So cool. They fly around or fly over the wall over here. And you can see, of course, the white lines of Grace are really able to clean everything up over here. But the Death Globe Bombardiers are really dangerous for infantry, causing so much exploding damage, so much splash damage with their little balls over here. The Tyrion's still fighting. So finally, the balance of power is a little bit in my favor, but not so much. Because as I said, everything very heavily damaged. But in the middle overall, I'm now finally was able, or yeah, to hold the line. Or you can see all now the clanners with spears shaking will rout off in some seconds. But in the backline we have a really healthy group of Plague Monk Sensibaros. On the left gate, I was, as I said before, I was really able to hold the line over here, to hold the gate, you can say.
Kill them! Sign that! Kill them! To victory! Vermin!
I think the Plague Car catapults run out of ammunition, so there was no need to destroy them, I think. But anyway, my Tyrion was so low on health, and so it was an advantage for me. So my opponent also break this spot over here, this wall. So, but it was an advantage for me now to get through over here, to sneak behind this spot, also in this back line, and to destroy all these artillery units.
Happy to serve. musketeer! Run, flee, flee!
But that's it. Finally, I managed to win over here. And as I said, it is so close. Everything's so low on health. And you can see that. He still have a quite healthy group of clan rats with spears. But last man standing, as I said, you can see the gate here over here was able to hold the line the complete game and killed the Hellpit abomination. And yeah, that's it. So a really cool match. As I said, it's very difficult to get every important thing in this game. It's very difficult to cast such a huge battle, but I think it was quite close. You can see that my Tyrion was so low on health, 63 health, one shot of anything and he will get killed quite fast. As I said, my dragons, especially the Sun Dragon, but buff dragons, performed really well, I have to say. A lot of mobility with them. I think they are really good in siege battles. Not an expert of that, but they perform quite well. Also the White Lines of Grace. The archers, a little bit disappointing over here, little kills. It's not so easy to use them in a siege battle, I think. And on the side of my opponent, yeah, I think it was a mistake with this overcommitment in the beginning with the quick head taker. Of course, the Tyrion is really able to snipe him out, and he routes off quite fast in the beginning. So I think I also killed him finally. So I sent one unit, my dragon, after him. I sent my Sun Dragon after him to chase them away, and then my dragon killed him, I think, finally also. But he was so low on health. So yeah, thank you for watching this episode. Hope you enjoyed this siege battle over here, and have a nice evening. Thank you.